Leaked report reveals Faye and Yoko's agency banned them from seeing each other. The hidden war behind the scenes. For months, the silence between Faye and Yoko has been deafening. Once inseparable both on-screen and off, the two rising stars who captured the hearts of millions suddenly stopped appearing together. No shared interviews. No live events. No subtle glances caught by cameras. At first, fans assumed it was just a temporary break, a new project, a busy schedule, or perhaps a misunderstanding. But now, a leaked insider report has surfaced, and what it reveals is both heartbreaking and infuriating. According to multiple sources close to the industry, Faye and Yoko's agency quietly issued an internal directive forbidding the two from working together, communicating publicly, or appearing in the same space unless under strict professional supervision. The document, which has reportedly been circulating within production circles, describes the decision as a strategic image separation to protect brand neutrality and minimize emotional speculation. In other words, they were banned from seeing each other. The separation wasn't personal, it was manufactured. The leaked report paints a picture of two artists caught in the crossfire of corporate control. At the peak of their popularity, Faye and Yoko's chemistry became the heartbeat of their brand. Every event they attended together went viral within hours. Fan edits, interviews, and red carpet moments generated millions of views, turning their pairing into a marketing phenomenon. But according to insiders, what began as a goldmine for the agency eventually turned into a liability. One senior staff member, speaking under anonymity, allegedly said, "They became bigger than the projects themselves. People stopped seeing them as two individual artists and only saw them as one unit." That scared the higher-ups. Rumors began to swirl that rival brands were hesitant to sign either one individually, fearing public backlash if the other wasn't included. Campaign managers started complaining that the Faye-Yoko image overshadowed other stars on the same label. That was when, according to the report, the agency decided to intervene. The meeting that changed everything. Sources describe a tense private meeting that took place late last year. Both Faye and Yoko were reportedly called in separately and informed of a new professional restructuring policy. Under this policy, the two would no longer be booked for joint appearances, interviews, or live sessions. Even shared backstage spaces would be minimized. It was, as one insider put it, a polite way of saying, "You can't be together anymore." Faye reportedly tried to push back, arguing that their partnership wasn't just a brand, but a genuine friendship that fans cherished. Yoko, always quieter, allegedly sat still throughout the meeting, barely speaking, but witnesses said her expression was unreadable. One source said softly, "When Faye walked out of that room, she was crying. She said, 'They're cutting out the part of me that makes this job feel human.'" Behind the cameras, the aftermath. Within weeks, the effects are obvious. Promotional posters featuring both stars began disappearing. Planned collaborations were quietly postponed. During a major industry award show, Faye and Yoko sat on opposite sides of the venue, and fans noticed. Online, speculation grew. Had they fought? Had one of them fallen in love elsewhere? Or was something deeper at play? Now, the leaked internal memo seems to answer all those questions. It wasn't jealousy. It wasn't rivalry. It was corporate image control. The emotional fallout. For Faye, who was known to be emotionally open and expressive, the separation hit hard. In interviews following the sudden silence, she began speaking in riddles about letting go, learning to love from a distance, and protecting what you can't keep. Fans noticed. Meanwhile, Yoko's demeanor changed completely. The bright, confident performer who once laughed easily beside Faye began keeping her distance from public appearances, speaking less, and turning down variety shows. An anonymous stylist who worked on a photo shoot with Yoko recalled. When the topic of Faye came up, she froze. Then she said quietly, "Please don't mention her. It's not allowed anymore." Those words broke the fandom's heart. Fans pushed back. #LetThemBeTogether trends worldwide. When screenshots of the alleged directive surfaced online, fans immediately took action. The hashtag let them be together exploded across social media, with millions of fans demanding answers from the agency. Thousands posted emotional tributes, clips, and throwback edits of Faye and Yoko's best moments together, calling it a love story destroyed by greed. One viral comment read, "They gave us joy, laughter, and connection, and the industry took it away just to protect its image." In response, the agency issued a vague statement about artist independence and creative realignment, which only added fuel to the fire. Many interpreted it as confirmation that the rumors were true. Faye's silent rebellion. Not long after the statement, Faye posted something subtle but powerful on her social media, a photo of two coffee mugs side by side, one half full, the other empty, with a caption that read, "Sometimes you just have to keep their cup full in your heart." Fans immediately flooded the comments. "We know who this is for." Even more shocking, eagle-eyed fans noticed that Yoko's stylist posted a photo hours later, showing the exact same brand of mug on her dressing table. Coincidence? Or quiet defiance? The price of control. Industry experts have long criticized entertainment agencies for their strict control over artists' personal relationships. In many cases, emotional connections are seen as distractions or threats to profit. In Faye and Yoko's case, the leaked report shows how that control reached an almost dystopian level, dictating not just their work, but their humanity. One senior manager familiar with the situation summarized it best. "They didn't break up because they stopped caring. They broke up because the system decided their connection was too powerful." Where they stand now, Faye has continued to focus on solo projects, but her interviews still carry traces of nostalgia. She often talks about learning to accept what you can't change. Yoko, on the other hand, has remained private, appearing mostly in independent productions. Insiders say she avoids social events tied to the agency, keeping a small circle of trusted friends. Despite their distance, fans notice patterns: matching song lyrics, simultaneous online activity, and quiet gestures that seem too aligned to be coincidence. Some believe they still communicate privately, hidden behind silence, under the watchful eye of their agency. A story that refuses to die. The leaked report might have exposed the truth, but it also reignited something more powerful, a collective belief that what Faye and Yoko shared was real. Whether it was love, friendship, or something unspoken, the connection between them has transcended every boundary imposed upon it. Even if they can't be together in public, the memory of their bond continues to live on, in the hearts of millions who saw them not as products, but as people who found light in each other. As one fan wrote in a now-viral post, "They silenced their voices, but they'll never silence what they made us feel."